you! Hey!
Welcome back, folks. Fino here with a servant guide for a crossover character. Apparently, we're doing a collaboration with some otome game called Fate Prototype? I'm gonna be real with you, it looks kinda crap. But that aside, our subject today is one Mr. Arthur Pendragon. And right away they fucked it up. It's Altrio, please. Arthur's first skill is Mana Burst. It's a clutch buster amp, very straightforward. Skill 2 is Intuition. It gives flat stars and sucks serious shit. DW's been phasing out vanilla intuition skills for a while now, but as of this recording, Arthur's never got buffed. Yikes. Skill 3 is Giant Beast Hunt, and the only interesting part of his kit as far as I'm concerned. It amps his damage against large enemies for a single turn, and comes with a flat 20% charge to boot. Now what is a large enemy? Servant-wise, only two qualify, Summer BB and King Protea. You don't encounter either with any regularity, and their fights don't really need Proto-Arthur. He's a valid finisher for the King Protea Detour quest, but he ain't the only one. For non-servants, a lot of one-offs and mid-boss enemies have the large trait, but here we run into a different problem. This guy's a saber. Most enemies on this list aren't lancers or berserkers. You've got a nasty fucking Hydra and Shimosa, he's good for that. Lost Belt 2 has a bunch of giants, and you fight a lot of them, but any AoE saber works just fine for that. Now the one time this guy really shines is in the Summer 1 Rerun's second challenge quest. This one's the boar battle, and you fight 10 demon boars that get bigger and their health values approach 1 million towards the end. They're Zerks, so Arthur can fuck them up really well. It's the only fight in the game where I was like, this was made for Arthur. But for day-to-day use, this ain't super relevant. Let me put it this way. What's the definitive Lancer mid-boss? The Bicorn. You know what's not a large monster? The fucking Bicorn. This means for a lot of free quest and event farming, Arthur has no particular advantage over other sabers. I mean, he has good K-scope synergy and a nice attack stat, but that's about it. Arthur's noble phantasm is Excalibur. It's an AoE nuke with preemptive NP damage on overcharge. Like, it's fine. I have nothing special to say about it. Just put it last in any NP chains and you'll be using it right. So as you might have guessed, I'm pretty lukewarm on this guy. He has a very boring kit and he's not memeable like Siegfried. You can't just make people big whenever you want. Okay, not in a way that works with his skill. Because of this, I only have one team for you. If you run Arthur, Artoria, and Mordred all with Kaleidoscope, you can do a 3-turn clear with no Arash, no battery support, and no limit broken K-scopes. It's nice for farming since it opens up your backline for event min-maxing, and 3 K-scopes is a lot more reasonable than 15. Mordred does the least damage, so she clears wave 1. Artoria, sorry, I meant rule 63 Altrio. She does wave 2 and her charisma buff lets Arthur hit 3 different buff types on his NP. Attack, Buster, and NP damage. Different buff categories are multiplicative, therefore more damage. For craft essences, I'd recommend anything with damage buffs, starting charge, or preferably both. For most situations, Kaleidoscope is more than adequate, and it fits with his 20% charge. Otherwise, I'd go with Golden Sumo since, like with the Artoria example, it gives attack and he wants to combo it with his Buster and NP damage. One of the more notable things about Proto-Arthur is that he's got strong synergy with both Fragment of 2004 and Anniversary Blonde. The former gives NP damage and it increases the absorption of your Buster cards for a single turn. This lets you get more value out of Intuition. As for Anniversary Blonde, it has a Buster ramp, 20 Star Dump, and Guts. Arthur benefits from all 3 of these, as you might imagine. Overall, Arthur has generic wave clear applications, but his niche is way too small for me to recommend. And get this. He needs 30 medals per skill, on top of the 15 he needs to ascend. I cannot justify that kind of investment for someone this mediocre. I mean, he's got a big attack stat, highest in his class tied with Sigurd, but that doesn't really tip the scales. Give him a skip. And that's all I've got. I was pretty late on this one, but I'll try to hit up Okita a bit faster. Stay tuned and I'll see you next time.